Hi guys, it's a holiday season here in Tbilisi, Georgia, but I don't feel the spirit, the Christmas spirit at all. And I decided, instead of just being depressed and sitting here, I decided just to go in and hunt for the holiday season spirits in the streets of Tbilisi because they are decorated really generously, and I think anybody can find the Christmas spirit there. I mean, the year was really hard and stressful. It doesn't feel appropriate at all to celebrate during this hard times, but I still decided to come up with this improvised Christmas tree for myself because we were renting an Airbnb and we wouldn't want to buy something that we wouldn't be able to take with us. It does feel nice, it does the job, but I'm gonna go out in the streets and search for more holiday spirit, and I'm hoping to share that with you too, so come along. I hopped on a bus to go to the city center. The streets are packed. There are a lot of traffic jams. People are busy going back and forth doing, the last things before the holiday break. I love how Georgians put in a lot of heart into decorating things and creating the holiday spirit. My first stop was the presidential palace, where I read on the news they had a really beautiful Christmas tree, and indeed it was mesmerizing because it's a mixture of the traditional chichilaki tree and the traditional Christian Christmas tree. Fun fact, the president of Georgia is a woman, and for me, coming from Russia, it seems sort of impossible, and I think it tells you a lot about how modern Georgia is and their, views and opinions. Next to the presidential palace, there was a huge Christmas fair with, a couple of blocks of buildings having decorations, lots of small businesses selling different, handcrafts and stuff. And that's where I found a nice, quiet spot to make a New Year's wish. My biggest wish for this year is for the war in Ukraine to cease, and for every person out there and for myself to be able to spend time with their families and their loved ones. There were a lot of locals in the streets. They were very friendly and happy, waving at the camera. There was a concert on one of the squares, and next we got really hungry and decided to stop at the food stand area. We ended up getting hot dogs and glint wine. Another fun fact about Georgia is it's a really small country, right? If you didn't know, it's about like 3 million people only. Very small, but with this amount of people, they have 500 types of different wines growing here. And you can imagine at the Christmas fair, they would also serve different types of glint wine made of different types of wine. I then found the labyrinth and felt completely like a child running around it. It was huge, enormous, with lots of lights, kids running around. Yeah, and I couldn't stop playing with it. With all the decorations outside, I wonder what the costs of electricity are in here in Georgia, because I'm renting an Airbnb. I don't get into these details, but the question is it like very cheap for the businesses? Because I see a lot of businesses putting a lot of effort into decorating, their facades and interiors for the holidays, and I think they literally have it up for the entire month. And now it's January already when I'm recording this, and they still have them up. Let me actually Google it. So it is not cheaper for businesses. It's about 11 cents per kilowatt. And it for like the households, it's around 7.5 cents per kilowatt. I guess that's pretty good, right? Compared to, say, Germany, where it's almost, 50 cents, 45 cents per kilowatt for businesses. Okay. Good to know. As anywhere in the world, in Georgia, Christmas time is the big time for marketing and advertisement campaigns, and that's why a lot of brands are exploiting that. Next we went up to Liberty Square, and I wanted to take the route up through the flower market, specifically to take a video of these traditional Christmas trees. They're called chichilakis, and they're made of chestnut tree. They are burned in January, and they used to be prohibited in Georgia during the Soviet times. Fun fact, one of people I follow on Twitter was joking about them that, you know, he has curly hair, and he was like, you know, when I was moving to Georgia, I didn't realize that, you know, in January they were burning some curly things for Christmas. That was really funny. Here's the tweet. Next we made a quick stop at the Liberty Square to take a look at the traditional decoration of the stela. They decorated it to look as if it's a Christmas tree, where in reality it's just a column. We even got to go on to a rooftop of one of the restaurants in the area to take this shot for you guys. Slowly we made our way to the Parliament building, where they have the main Christmas tree of the country. There was lots of people, local businesses selling balloons and cotton candy. Very cozy, lots of music, and, you know, people having a good mood. It was really beautiful, and it reminded me of first the trees that I've seen in you know, Soviet cartoons. Very nice, and like with lots of blue lights. They have like the specific decorations, and those stars reminded me of the Breath of the Wild Zelda game, where, you know, there was those star fragments that you had to collect, and I wanted to collect them all. I actually have one up there. Let me show you. There you go. I didn't steal it. No, I didn't steal it. No. One of my friends gave it to me for Christmas, and it's really cozy. I want to collect more now. The street where the main Christmas tree was located is the Rustaveli Street. It's the main street of the city. That's the street where most of the political protests take place. I mean, Georgians can be a role model when it comes to being vocal when government does things that they don't approve of. With the small number of population that they have, they just flood the street, and like, you are just, you know, amazed by how many people just come out in the streets. The Rustaveli Street was decorated by models of famous sites from different countries, you know, like the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, and things like that. The city calls itself the City of Peace, and indeed it became a place of peace for people who came from Ukraine, for us who came from Russia, a year ago for people from Belarus who fled political oppressions back there. And I'm really thankful for Georgia to allow for us to come and stay here for so long and get our lives back on track and move on. Yeah, I really love the all the decorations. I especially love when businesses take part in decorating the facades. I spent about 15 minutes taking pictures of the entrance to the Marriott Hotel. And yeah, that was my attempt to hunt for the Christmas holiday spirit here in Tbilisi, Georgia, and I think it was successful because I returned really happy, energized, and a little bit tipsy because of the glint wine. I think it made the job. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the walk. Let me know in the comments below what you liked the most, what was your favorite Christmas tree, and yeah, Happy New Year, and I hope all your wishes come true.